Thank you. Okay, we are officially recording. So this is just an orientation. We're going to give you, someone says they still can't hear, so you may want to chat with them and let them know. They may have to click the button that says audio. There should be a button somewhere that says audio. You may have to turn that on. Okay, I am gonna fly through and I fly through nothing, basically. What this comes down to is I talk about everything at length, but I'm going to do this tonight because I have psyched myself up and I know that I can. I'm going to tell you the very briefest description of each product that we have. If you have questions about the products later, make sure you write them down and we'll get to those. And then I'm going to briefly tell you about the compensation plan, knowing full well that some of you have joined this business not really wanting to do it as a business, and we're all okay with that. You can be a wholesale customer and get the best price on the products with no pressure to sell anything. We're glad to have you either way. But this basically might light a fire under some of you who are like, I wish I knew how to get my products paid for. That's of interest to most people, whether they want to work it as a business or not. They'd like to make enough money just to get their products for free. So we're going to explain that to you. So here we go. I'm going to tell you about Plexus Slim. We also call that the pink drink. It is literally a drink stick that you mix in water. It tastes sort of like maybe a cherry Kool-Aid. Some people say kind of a cherry Tootsie Pop flavor. It helps to burn fat, not muscle, helps regulate blood sugar, helps with binge eating or cravings, that type of thing. We're not allowed to say publicly the things I'm about to tell you, but I have read testimonies and know people and personally have experienced it also helping it in regards to hormones, inflammation, headaches, and even earmuffs, monthly feminine distress. So we've seen great stories back from lots of people on our team in that regard. I'm going to next move on to a product called Plexus Block. This is a capsule form. The shortest description I know of it is that it blocks up to 48% of carbs and sugar. So we have a lot of people who love this product. Plexus Boost is a hunger suppressant, metabolism booster, heats in your internal temperature for more fat burns during your workout. Plexus Boost. I feel like I'm on The Price is Right. Plexus Accelerator. I wish I could do his voice well, and I would. My dad was a great voice impersonator. Plexus Accelerator helps burn fat more efficiently and boost your metabolism. And that's also a capsule. Plexus 96 is a protein packet that you can mix up like a shake. Some people like to put frozen fruit and that type of thing. You can make it almost like a meal replacement. Some people just like to use it as maybe a breakfast or a pre-workout type thing. It's a protein drink which helps build lean muscle and it keeps you full because it's packed with protein. It comes in vanilla or chocolate. Plexus Edge provides healthy, sustained energy, mental clarity, focus, and improved mood with no jitters. I have seen people give great testimonies with this product in regards to things that you might jokingly say, I'm a little distracted today. It's a 3-letter word. Oh, something is kicking in. My ADD is kicking in, right? Well, this seems to help people who have trouble and struggle with that type of thing. I've seen lots of great testimonies. Plexus Edge. Plexus ProBio 5. This is my personal favorite product. This one can be combined with the Plexus Slim that we talked about in the beginning, which is the pink drink, and the BioCleanse, which I'm about to talk about. That's our most popular selling combo, is the pink drink, the Plexus ProBio 5, and the BioCleanse. Plexus ProBio 5 promotes digestive health, gut health, which is, in my opinion, the core to all health. If your gut is healthy, your immune system is healthy. And if your immune system is healthy, then your health in general is healthy and more able to fight against whatever might come against you. We've just come out of cold and flu season, and I'm going on 5 years that I haven't had to go to the doctor. No one in my family, the only doctor's visits we've had is Jetty got a spider bite, which we had to go to the doctor. And also, I think Jetty is our culprit here. I think he fell and hurt his tailbone. Almost, he busted his hand wide open, stitches. Had to go to the doctor for that. And what else did you do? Oh, yeah, I think he scratched his eye. So we've had 3 incidents of having to go to the doctor in the last 5 years, all of which have nothing to do with your immune system. They all had to do with the fact that he's either clumsy, sorry, or, a spider bite, these types of things that can't be avoided. But we have 4 people in our family, and we literally haven't had to go to the doctor for anything because the immune system works so well now. The Plexus Bio Cleanse, the cleanse name tends to scare people if they think, oh my gosh, this is going to be bathroom visits all day long. It's not like that. It's gentle. It's something that helps oxygenate your blood and cleanse the gastrointestinal tract. That is the one that I said with the ProBio 5 and the Plexus Slim. Those 3 are sold as a combo. By far, the best-selling combo that we have, those 3 products sold together. Plexus X Factor, turbocharged multivitamin and antioxidant with aloe, that's the kicker, which helps the vitamins and minerals in it to absorb nutrients 300 to 400% more. And we have mind-blowing testimonies in regards to people's blood work coming back remarkably different after they started on X Factor. You can see that they're absorbing the nutrients in it. We also have X Factor Chewables, which provides super potent antioxidant protection for your entire family. The kids like them because they're chewable, obviously. Plexus Mega X, which contains omegas 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7, which is a big deal. Supports brain health, heart health. It's plant-based, and since it's plant-based, most omegas are fish, and ours is not, so you don't get that fishy, burpy, yuck aftertaste. Plexus Ease is for maintenance of discomfort from an active lifestyle, so it's great for sore muscles. Comes in a cream and tablets. I have to pause on this product and say just a little bit more about it, even though that's all I've written. This particular product is a favorite to lots of people, but I've specifically seen people who really engage in manual labor really like this product because your body can be so prone to inflammation that it hurts to sleep. It hurts to lay still even. And the people who struggle with that type of discomfort get a lot of relief from the Plexus Ease capsules and the cream. The cream is amazing. Okay. Plexus Nerve Health helps support and regenerate healthy nerve cells. So if you're one of those people that has tingly hands, or sometimes people who have blood sugar issues have problems with their feet, those types of issues can be addressed with the Plexus Nerve. Anything that's nerve related, anybody who's had a neuro issue in their brain and it's nerve related, that could also be addressed with the Plexus Nerve. That's also a capsule. Plexus Body Cream, powerful skin renewing formulation. People use this on burns, on their face, their hands, their heels, you name it, anything head to toe. I put it in my hair every day, and I use it on my face every day. It's like somebody was joking with me the other day that they said you're like, I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I do. I put it all over. I love that stuff. It smells good, and it actually is, it has spirulina algae and activated charcoal. It's really, really good stuff. We also, our initial product, the first product that this company ever had was a breast check kit, and we still carry that one. It helps with early detection and self-breast exams. As you can see, our company is so much more than just weight loss products. Most people just start with what they're initially, whatever intrigued you in the beginning. Perhaps you saw someone's story, or maybe someone shared their story with you and you thought, man, I can relate to that. I struggle with that as well. And you get involved because of maybe the triplex combo. And then after a while, you hear people talking about the Ease capsules or the X Factor or the body cream. And next thing you know, you're loving all the products. Our products are a standout in the market. I love it when Plexus comes out with a new product. You can always count on that there's not going to be anything else in the marketplace like what we have. Just like the fact that we have an Omega that has 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7, and it's plant-based. That doesn't exist in the market. Also, our probiotic, I don't know that I can talk compliantly about our probiotic because I get so passionate about it, but I have seen people who have struggled with health issues, diagnosed health issues for sometimes 20, 30 years, and they get started on our triplex, which includes the probiotic. And because they regain immune function, their whole body is transformed because suddenly their body systems are working the right way. So, trying to be very compliant talking about this. Since you are a new ambassador, many of you get the best price because you joined our company. So you can treat it like a Sam's Club membership and just get the products at wholesale, but you also, with that same price, you get the ability to share what we offer. You're provided your own link, and the company drop ships the product to people who ordered by clicking your link, and your account is automatically credited with the orders. So it's kind of a one-stop shop, very simple business to get involved with. I mean, I think of people who want to own their own business and get a franchise or want to start up a boutique, and I'm like, oh my goodness, the simplicity of this business and the startup cost is amazing. And the way that the compensation plan pays out is so generous, it can't be beat. We don't have any quotas. You don't have to stock product, and you don't have to deliver. Like I said, the company drop ships for you and automatically credits your account. Now, I want to share with you just briefly why I decided to go from being the customer mindset, which is I just want to take this product, I want to try the product, I don't want to talk to anybody about it, to kind of jumping over the fence and deciding, okay, I'm going to tell people about it. And I will tell you, I didn't know the person that I joined with. I didn't know them personally, so I didn't know anything about their integrity. I didn't know if they were telling me the truth about anything. So what it came down to is I saw the products working for me immediately with my, I was having trouble with mood all day long, not having great energy, that type of thing. And immediately I saw that change and I thought, wow. And within just a few weeks, I could see that even if the compensation plan, because I didn't know anything about the compensation plan, I thought, even if how you could say it on a relatable level is, even if the way they make money is bogus, because I didn't know, I can't help wanting to tell people about what it's doing for me. The products, top notch. This is all I knew in the beginning. Now I can speak to you from a place of knowing that not only are the products top notch, but also the way that the company generously pays people is also unparalleled. There's nothing out there like it. So I was a little nervous at first, but I decided, well, I didn't want to be perceived as a certain way, like that I was trying to sell something, but this is the reasons that I feel are important that you may want to consider when you're thinking about sharing about our products or our business opportunity. Number one, there are people in your life that struggle with things like acid reflux, insomnia, they have weight struggles, their allergies flare up, they might have thyroid or joint pain, stomach issues, and simply by saying something on Facebook as simple as, hey, I'm trying this new stuff called Plexus. It helps with better sleep, better energy, digestive and immune health, less cravings, and so many other things. Does anybody else want to do this with me? You may never know the people that are in your life already who may be struggling with something similar. So right now, I want to show you a video, short, it's not me, someone else, that I found earlier that addresses the ways in which that you could make enough money just to cover the cost of your own product. So I hope that's interesting to everybody. Give me 1 second here to pull it up. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share screen with you, so it's going to look like you're looking at my computer. Well, I thought it was. Here we go. Yeah. Anne, can you see my screen now? You're the face that I can see. Just nod for me if you can hear me. Can you see my screen, Jetty? I can. All right. Let me know if you can hear it.
Amber Williams, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And today I want to break down how to make enough money with your Plexus business to cover the cost of your products. Ever since I started 2.5 years ago, I wanted my husband and I on the products, and I wanted to be able to make enough to cover the cost of that. We did not have the money to pay for the products at that time, so I totally get that. And since then, we have never had to pay for our Plexus products with non-Plexus funds. And so that's my goal for you. Whether you are a wholesale ambassador or somebody that wants to work the business, I want you to have your products paid for as well. So I'm going to pull up a couple of clip art here. Okay, so let's start out with, so earning enough to cover the cost of your products. So just a couple of basic things about our comp plan. Number one, we do not get paid on the first $99 that passes through our site. And what I mean by that is that when you become an ambassador, you can sign into your back office, you go to shopping, you can place your own orders. So you can place orders on the wholesale end. But you can also have customers, retail or preferred, go to your site, they can order as customers, and you get credit for that as your customer. So whether it's you or a customer ordering, it does not matter which way. When $99 has passed through your site, after that, you start making a commission on the rest of your sales. So the sales commission breakdown is 0 to 99, and PV means Plexus value. That is close to the dollar amount, not exactly, but very close to that. So 0 to 99 in PV is a 0% commission, okay? And well, another part of our comp plan is that your upline will get paid on that, but then you get paid on the rest, okay? The $100 to $499 is a 15% commission, and then 500 PV plus is 25% commission. So as you can see, we really want to focus on getting you to that 500 PV mark, because that's where you jump up to that 25% commission. And so a good rule of thumb is that I train my people is that 3 to 5 new customers is a great place to start in terms of how to make enough money to cover your products. So we're going to start with 4 triplex preferred customers. A triplex, it is our most popular package. It addresses several parts of our health. And so when you have 4 people order as a preferred customer, and I'll go into detail in a minute more about a preferred customer, 1 triplex is 115 PV. So when you multiply that times 4 preferred customers, you're going to get 460 in PV. Okay, now that's not quite 500. So if we add in your personal order of at least 40 PV or more, or if you have another customer who orders the ProBio and BioCleanse, Ease and Block, any combination of those where it puts you over that 500 mark, now you're at the 25%. Okay, so when you break it down, we're going to subtract that first $99 right here from your 500 PV. So that's going to put you at 401 PV. That is a commission qualified product. And so 25% of 401 is $100 in commission. And I think it comes to like $100.25 or something if you get technical. So that is the very first way that you make money. Okay, now let's go to the next way. Okay, whoops, I did not mean to close that. Let me go back here. Okay, so next, so you've received $100 so far from your 25% commission. Remember, this includes your personal orders. So if a customer orders first through your site, you go over that 100 mark, you place a $200 order, you're gonna get commission back on your own order. That is incredible to me, I love it. Okay, now preferred customer bonuses. A retail customer is somebody who goes on, they place a one-time order on your site, and and its full retail price. A preferred customer is somebody who goes on, they select preferred, and this puts their order on a monthly auto ship. So they will always have their products at their door and they're never going to run out. However, we all know the stigma of monthly auto ships. They are easy to get out of in Plexus. So Plexus is going to email them, remind them that they will be getting their order soon, and they can go online and change or cancel that order if they need to at all. Okay, so what the company does that's amazing is that every month that any of your customers has a preferred order shipped from the company, you receive a bonus. Okay, for a triplex. For triplex, you get a $20 bonus per triplex shipped on the preferred customer program. Now, each product has its own amount. So if somebody does a ProBio, I believe that's $4 or $5 bonus. So each product does have its own assigned amount, but we're just going to do the triplex for right now. So 4 of those triplex preferred customer bonus is $20 per triplex. So you're going to earn $80 just on preferred customer bonuses. Now, with that $100 and then the $80 from the preferred customer bonus, you have already earned $180, which is more than enough for you to pay for your own products. Okay, let's go to the next slide here. Okay, now we have, close this. Now we have welcome packs. Okay, so one thing I love is that you can take advantage of either of these avenues. It can be adding customers only to make enough money, and it can be adding ambassadors only, or you can combine them for the fullest potential. So when you add an ambassador, you get paid a business building bonus on their welcome pack. Okay, a welcome pack is optional. You do not have to start with a welcome pack, but when one of your ambassadors joins your team, when they start with a $99 welcome pack, you will personally receive a $25 business building bonus the following Friday. If they join with a $199 welcome pack, you will receive a $50 business building bonus. So those can really add up. Okay, so if you, this month you're new and you're like, I'm going for it. I want to add 3 people. I want to get this paid for. 3 people, and let's say they do the minimum, they do the $99 welcome pack, that is a minimum of $75 in business building bonuses right away. And then if, you know, they can do any combination, but say they did all $199 welcome packs, that's a potential of up to $150 in business building bonuses alone. Okay, so it's starting to add up here. Now let's look at the next possibility. Okay, so number 4. Okay, when you are qualified, now qualified means that you either, if you didn't join this month, it means that you have 100 plus PV in, or if you are new this month and have purchased a welcome pack, when you are qualified and have 3 qualified ambassadors, so once again, either somebody who has purchased a welcome pack this month or has in over 100 PV, you are promoted to silver. So it can be any combination. It can be 2 new people with welcome packs and 1 that joined last month and has in over 100 PV. That can be any combination. When you promote to silver, and this is within a calendar month again, you receive a one-time $100 silver bonus, okay? And these one-time bonuses are amazing. So that is our number 4 avenue. Let's break it down. So when you take advantage of all of these options, $100 from a 25% sales commission, $80 from that preferred customer bonus, and that could be more as well depending on if you have other preferred customers ordering, a $75 minimum when you have 3 qualified ambassadors that join with welcome packs, and that can go up to $150 if you have them join with $199 welcome pack, plus that one-time $100 silver bonus. You have a potential of $355 that you have earned in your first month. So I hope that this makes sense. You are, since this is recorded, feel free to go back and look at those slides. I hope that it breaks it down for you, and just to know that you can mix and match that. You can start with adding ambassadors right away and just go that route, or you can start with just customers, or you can combine them together. So I hope that this was very helpful for you, and I just hope that you all are able to get out there and just share these amazing products. People need these products. They are changing so many lives. So I hope this was helpful today. Thank you all.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, so if that seemed confusing to you, don't worry about it. There's not any need for panic. If you're a numbers person, you may have latched onto that, and that's great. Regardless, we're here to help you. If you are on our team, then you are on our what's called the Lori's Plexus Butterflies page, and that means that there are files full of information. If you're a person who likes to dig, if you're and loves information, you want to know deep information about the products, we have so much information about the products that literally you could read for days. If you just wanted enough for what we shared tonight, that was my goal, is to give you enough of a taste of what we offer so that maybe you'd be a little bit more curious. One thing, I'll share the notes from this call. So in case you liked, for example, if you liked the idea of the first Facebook post, if you wanted to do something and just tell your friends that you've gotten involved with this, the thing that you need to know is when you post a post like that, you do stir up some curiosity, and you may be worried, oh my goodness, I don't know what to tell them because I may not even have gotten your own products in. That's okay. If people ask you questions, the key to this is to add the person who's asking you questions to a 3-way chat on Facebook Messenger, and allow the person who sponsored you to help you answer questions. If the person who sponsored you is also brand new, then pick someone above them until keep picking until you find somebody who will have the answers to the questions that you may be asked. Or if you don't want to do it that way and you want to let them ask you questions, you are also able to ask your sponsor the answers to the questions so that you can answer them. But most importantly, we are here to help you. We want you to feel welcome, and we want you to know that this is an environment where you can ask questions, and you can make enough money. You can pretty easily make enough money to cover your products. And then there are those of us who have retired from our old jobs and are living a lifestyle that we thought we would only ever dream of. And that, like my husband and I, we have a lifestyle now of time freedom, which has set us up and our children up to where we have an environment in our home where we have the ability to come and go as we please. And that's because of what Plexus has provided for us on the income level, or in regards to income. So it's been life-changing for us. Now, if anybody has any questions, I'm going to check the chat really quick. If you have any questions, I am happy to open it up to questions. If you just got on here for the info and you got to run, that's fine too. You can peace out and nobody's going to have any hard feelings. This has been recorded. I'll share the notes. I want everybody to feel like we've got it all locked in. Nobody has to feel like they're missing out on anything. But I'm happy to try to answer questions for anybody if you have any at this point. Okay, someone said, is the chewable good for low iron levels? And can a 21... What? Yes, I know. She said, the chewable, is it good for low iron levels? What you would want to do is you want to look up, one of the main ingredients is it called black currant? Is that right? That has the iron in it?
Yeah.
Is that in the chewable? Does anybody who's like a product guru know if that's in our chewable or not? I will say that if it is chewable. Okay. If you're 21 month old will chew it, then it is safe for them. So absolutely. Okay, someone asked me, how does the cash and carry work? What does that mean? I can't think what they're talking about. I don't know what that means. Can you clarify what you mean by that? I'll be happy to answer your question. And someone also asked me in regards to gluten. One thing I forgot to tell you guys that's so important is if you are looking for stories of people who have overcome different health testimonies, we have access to hundreds, if not thousands. This team is very, very product centered, meaning that was my goal from the very beginning, is to help people get well. My sister personally did struggle with that, and to an extreme degree, and she no longer struggles with it once she got on our products. If you want me to show you that testimony later, or I don't know who invited you, I have someone asking me this privately, so make sure that you reach out to whoever invited you and ask them to share my name's Lori. I should have probably told you all that in the very beginning. Lori's sister's testimony with you, because that's one of the things that I have seen dramatic results for is gluten intolerances. The testimony of the pink drink, is that taking it alone or with triplex? It depends on what specifically you're asking about. If you're asking about hormones, ask it to me more specifically, and I'll see what else.
Somebody asked, also mentioned testimony of pink drink.
That's what I just said. Okay. Bree, I want you to see what Bree said. She said she gave her kiddos the adult version of the X Factor because of the aloe. The aloe is in the adult version. It's not in the chewable. For some reason, when they made the chewable, they weren't able to make it with aloe. And the aloe helps dramatically with absorption. So you can open it and put it in something. And if you're thinking, ooh, gag, what's really strange about it is it actually tastes fruity. I guess because it's got it's vitamins. It's made out of, that kind of stuff. And it's like I put it sometimes in my pink drink. I'll open it up. It turns the pink drink purple. And it just smells like fruit. I don't know how that's possible, but it doesn't make anybody gag. Kids, it doesn't seem to bother kids or anybody else. So applesauce. And okay, she said, and for them, open it up. Okay, I'm not down as far as Jetty is. He said they won't eat the applesauce without it, so they like it. Someone says, oh, okay, cash and carry, like to sell products at a craft fair or your own stock. You are able to do that. What are there major stipulations on it?
You just can't have it at a retail establishment.
Okay, a vendor fair, craft booth, that type of thing, totally fine to do it that way. You can't have it, like you can't have a store and stock it on the shelves and put a big sign out in the front that says, I sell Plexus here at my store. But you can do vendor booths and that type of thing, absolutely. People are sharing their gluten testimonies. If you're not reading the chat, you should, because people are sharing their gluten testimonies here. Okay. 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 What's the difference between boost and accelerator? They may have a great answer for that. Yeah, I did read it earlier, but I think they're wanting something more in depth. I know that the
product video would be the best place.
Yeah, we have a great product video that will go more in depth. If anybody would like for us to share that with you, it probably tell you a little bit more about the accelerator and the boost and the difference. Okay.
Boost is energetic.
Oh, somebody's giving great answers over here about cash and carry. Make sure you're reading the chat.
Yes. Actually, that was a question.
Lori, do you want me to explain the boost and the accelerator really quick?
Please do.
Boost is a thermogenic, so it's going to raise your body temperature. And you don't want, if you want your body temperature raised before a workout, then that's great. If you have hypothyroidism or any kind of thyroid disorder, you want to stay away from the boost because of that green tea extract that's in it. The accelerator is really, really good for mood. It has 5-HTP in it, which helps your serotonin uptake. But that one's really good for after a workout. That one's not a thermogenic, so it's not going to raise your body temperature. So it just kind of depends on what you like. But if you have high blood pressure or anything like that, you don't want to take either one of them. And you can't take them together in the same day. You need to take them apart from each other. The only two products that we have that you don't take in the same day as each other.
Awesome. Okay. See, I told you
Say also list of, I can't hear me, see what
Oh.
you're saying.
He's answering a question about inventory. I'm
If
listening,
you
and I'm
do-
going to
if
repeat
you do
him.
a lot of vendor, a lot of hand-to-hand sales, you also give them a receipt and also keep a list of your customers just in case the company calls and says, hey, you ordered a lot of stuff.
For tax purposes, if you do a lot of hand-to-hand sales,
And also,
you have to keep, you got to let me say what you said first. Hang on. You have to keep good receipts, and you have to give them receipts, and you need to be able to provide the company, if the company should ask, if you do a lot of this, the company may ask you who your customers are. And if they do, you want to be able to have names and such for the company. And
also if that person asks for a refund, you are responsible since you sold the product to them hand-to-hand.
yes, you are responsible for the money back guarantee if you if you sell it to them hand to hand. The company will reimburse the money back guarantee. That's another thing. We have a 60-day money back guarantee on all the products. I can't remember if I said that or not. So it's very important to know. The reason it's very important to know is because in the beginning I thought, okay, this is just going to be easier to stock a bunch of product and just sell it to people rather than, have them order their own and set up their own account. The truth is actually the opposite of that. Long term, you may want to initially get some customers that way, but long term, first, you're cheating yourself out of a preferred customer bonus, which was explained in that video earlier. And also, you're causing yourself to probably do more work than is actually necessary, because people can click your link, order their own product. It comes straight to them. You don't have to deliver. You don't have to pay for it initially. It kind of removes you from the equation, except for you get paid on it. So cash and carry is fine. It's okay to do it. It's just not the easiest way to do the business. Let's see. In fact, the fact that we have preferred customer bonus really kind of discourages it, honestly. The bonus by getting someone to, or basically explaining to someone the benefit of it shipping straight to their door every month. And everybody benefits more from that. You don't have to mess with the hassle of it, and you get paid more because of the bonus, because they're on a month to month. Okay, people are also answering. There are great videos about the difference between Boost and Accelerator. I love Accelerator. That's the one I take. But then you'll have people also that say, I love Boost. It's my favorite. My favorite product, however, is the Triplex Combo, specifically the ProBio 5. When you read a testimony that you think, how could that possibly be true? Almost always that person is on a combo that includes the ProBio 5. He says, does it affect your personal taxes? Sales tax wise, you just have to account for the fact that you gathered their sales tax. Income wise, if you make an income over, $600 in a year, then you're going to get whatever it's called, a 1099 from the company. I can't really answer those questions effectively, but if you make an income, as you can see, I'm an artist. You're asking the wrong person. But as you can see, if you make income from this company, obviously you would pay taxes on that in relation to the fact that you pay taxes on any kind of income. In regards to sales tax, you just need to keep up with it if you do a lot of cash and carry. Okay, I'm going to close this out while we're on a everybody's understanding me note before I get into questions that I'm like, I don't know. I just know that this company has brought a lot of freedom to my family. It completely changed me. The products completely changed me on feels like on a cellular level. I have, my husband always likes to say, we had gotten married several years before I found Plexus. I had gone through a lot of things on a personal level, some major grief. I had married three people from my immediate family, just back to back, a few years before Plexus came in my life. And I was miserable is the lightest way I can say it. I was very miserable, and I wanted to be more supportive for my family. I wanted to be more involved with my family's stuff, and I can't believe that I ordered this stuff crossing my fingers that I would lose weight, and I found freedom in every way. My hormones, I was so much better in every way. My mood, and it all started, my very first post on Facebook, honestly, was about the fact that a yucky toenail that I had had all my life, my whole life, started to grow in healthy. And I thought, what in the world? I mean, could that be the product that I'm taking? Or I had no idea. And the path that it led me down in regards to research and trying to figure out, and it all had to do with the fact that my immune system was finally doing its job. My immune system had been compromised, I guess, all my life, and that's why I had rashes and acne, stomach bloat, hormone monthly stuff. All of that stuff was related to one issue, and once I got to the core of it, accidentally, because I wanted to lose some weight, everything in my life changed. And once I started sharing it with other people, not only was my health changed, but our finances were radically changed. And I couldn't be more grateful for what Plexus has brought into my life. And then since I've shared, it's brought into so many other people's lives. It's very humbling to think about. And I thank you guys for getting on here tonight. I'm super grateful. I love the people on my team. This team has such great heart and support for each other. It's a beautiful atmosphere. I love my job, and I know many of you do as well. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. Don't hesitate to ask us any questions, and I'll eventually post this video so that you guys can share it with those who you think might be interested. Good night.